I just love to see it because, you know, it's niggas who go to Paris Fashion Week every single year, and, you know, that's just so anticlimactic. And you did it right, bro. Like, you know, you just did it right, and like you ain't got to go again until until you showing or walking for real.
Yeah, I ain't even worried about it now. I feel like the big homie saw, and the niggas that I liked and I respected saw, and that I had to do what I had to do, and I didn't adapt to their culture, and I didn't like go out there. And really what made me go so hard West Coast is one of my fans, she from Morocco, and she tweeted like, wow, she hit me up like, wow, you really going over there to like calling this country and supporting them and and like, and it hit me like, wow, like this lady right, like I'm over here like, of course it's my first time out there, I'm a nigga from the hood going out there, yeah, embrace it, but at the same time learn some history while you down there and figure out who you are and get closer to something that's closer to you and they shit, you know. And it's like everybody out there knew their culture, everybody out there knew where they was from, their lineage. They didn't ask you where you was from, like what hood you was from. They asked me where you from, like nigga, what soil you from, my nigga? Like, what are you, my boy? Like, let's see if we could connect on a deeper level. I might could help you out financially. Most of the niggas I was meeting was from Belgium, Africans from Belgium, telling me, come out here, nigga, I got a big ass house for you. I got this, I got that, everything, like whatever you need, whatever you could get in LA, I could get it for you here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like we all pretty much are one big world. So all I got to do is make one statement and live by it and stand on it, and the whole world gonna respect it. And I ain't making shit for like, no disrespect, but I ain't making shit for white people or for y'all perspective no more. Like I could care less about how y'all feel about me. I'm the king here. Like we are all gods, and I believe in myself, which means I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we as Black people are all gods in our own right. We are not above each other or below each other. We all equal, and we all got to look at each other in that light. That's how you become God body. That's how you become big in abundance. You get that shit in a God got it in abundance. Like I could give it out all day. I could go do that all year long. You know what I mean? I could go on a lowrider tour and do that everywhere. You know what I mean? Which I might. Oh, good ass idea, actually.
Hey, lowrider tour. You heard it first.
Like
BlkPrint exclusive.
Worldwide car show, man. So Ross, what's up, man? Like, let's do it bigger. Like, I see you got it over there. Let's take it around the world, my nigga.
Making deals on the BlkPrint. So no, like I'm glad you kind of brought up just lineage and just like, you know, doing it for the West. Let's take a step back and just tell, you know, the listeners and people out there like your story and just like your come up. Because I feel like in the last, I would say like 18 months, I just been seeing Huey Briss everywhere. And it's like, you know, we started the show playing Players Off Ocean, which is one of my favorite joints from you. But like, you know, there's a catalog before that. So like, let's take the fans back and just, you know, give them the origin story.
Oh man, I'm a sick pup, man. I grew up in Long Beach. I'm a high school dropout who started rapping purely out of competition. It was purely competition. I was in a group with some dudes. I came up with Buddy as well, you know, and Compton and Long Beach, we had a big thing. So I was purely competition. I was battle rapping. I was getting off on niggas. Niggas was not seeing me in any way. Because if they was, they would be up here with me. But them niggas is down there. So I was battling niggas. I was getting better, but I had no producer. I used to perform just with instrumentals. I used to go perform. I used to sell tickets and perform. The first show I ever sold tickets to was Nipsey Hussle at the Levels Lounge in San Pedro. I sold tickets and I went up there and I performed DJ Quick instrumentals. I didn't even have songs recorded. I just went up there and performed instrumentals. And that nigga Nipsey gave me a whole bottle of whatever he was drinking. I think it was some Clique at the time he was off of. And basically was like, nigga, you hard, like keep doing your shit, whatever. And then he did 7 days a week and killed it. But that was my first real taste of like, wow, this niggas is really touching out here. Like, this is crazy. And so I put together some mixtape. I went solo on that ass and put together some tapes on my own. I put together Black Wax with Nico Beats. Me and Nico kind of got together. Nico Beats' daddy is DJ Babu from Dilated Peoples. So I already came in the game kind of on hip hop timing. You know, I never really was on like West Coast hip hop timing either. I was always on like more East Coast influence hip hop shit. Like, you know, I came up listening to like Mad Dilla, like under my cousin. My cousin was like, I found out later my cousin was just a drunk nigga that was always at the hip hop spots, but he had me convinced that this nigga was a real DJ growing up. He had all the vinyls and shit. Word to Scotty Coach, you feel me? Like a lot of niggas can't even say these names, but long story short, I came up under that. So I thought hip hop, I thought you were supposed to always freestyle off the head. I thought you were supposed to always like have a fresh verse for a radio station. I'm thinking you're supposed to always be on 10 ready to battle a nigga. Like, that's just how I came up. I'm thinking that's how it's supposed to go. Like, I'm like, oh, you better be ready. So when I came in seeing niggas wasn't doing that, I'm like, oh, this is a piece of cake. So I was just dropping hip hop ass mixtapes with scratches. I was one of the only few niggas in my generation really still putting scratches on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gil Scott Never Lied was the video that kind of got me cracking though. Like, because one of my homies hooked me up with this video nigga and was like, yo, y'all should do something. He make like cinematic indie rock videos, and you make like cinematic underground hip hop. Y'all should do some shit. And my nigga was Christian. He did the video, and we had this scene where we had fake rain, and we went through a buggy. And I guess I didn't know at the time, but I guess that was like a really groundbreaking scene in like cinema world, because like niggas reference that scene to me all the time. And I didn't know, because I'm just a rapper from Long Beach. You know, I don't know filmmaking, cinematography, coloring and shit. I don't know. I just got lucky with a nigga that knew what he was doing. So my taste level coming in the game always was at that level, cinema. I didn't know what I was creating at the time, but people did later. You know, like people saw the vision. That's what vision was. I didn't have vision at that time. Whatever time this was. I'm bad at dates because I dropped out in 9th grade. And then when you drop out, you stop keeping track of dates and shit.
All good.
So at this time, Black Wax come out. Now, you know, I'm about to have a kid. Shit is getting kind of cracking right now. I'm skipping a lot of shit, but we on Amazon, so you know they don't need to know all that. And by the time I got to I dropped another shit called Grace Park Legend. Now at this time, I believe this is a little bit after the pandemic, a little bit, and I think people were scared to drop at that time. This is like Black Lives Matter, weird shit was going on. You know, it was like that era. Niggas was like scared to drop. Niggas like, who the first one gonna drop? Who the first one gonna drop? Shit, you know me. Drop that bitch. Vince Staples retweeted it. Woo! That's what all I needed. I ain't need a lot from you, Vince. I just needed a retweet. Your Twitter's so cracking that your retweet, brother, got me the eyes of many, many people. And another key thing that happened to me, which I will not leave out, my nigga Nels and Jason Castro recorded this freestyle of me. I did a freestyle, and Castro just had a random ass handycam and just recorded it. I did it. I wanted to do it like how skaters will do like videos, will do a part, but have no music. You'll just hear this grinding of the skating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do one of those, but freestyle. So I did one just straight up a cappella, and that shit got me Adam 22's attention, which at the time Adam 22 was still like a figure that could like put you on. And he reposted it on his Twitter, and that shit got me a lot of fans, bro. Like a lot of fans that I got right now. Like I'm not even going to disregard what Adam 22 did for me in that No Jumper platform, because of the fact that I was such a hip hop nigga and I stood on business and I stood on Long Beach business. I cut through. Like if you type in Huey Briss No Jumper, go look at my comment. I cut through all them Lil Xan fans, all them Rob Banks fans, all them Xavier Wolf fans, and all them niggas fuck with me, nigga. Like they was like, nah, we rock with Cuz. Like he's keeping it 1,000 on the No Jumper platform. I was one of the first real rappers to be on No Jumper before it was like a promo, like a press run. Like I did it just off the relationship of meeting Adam at a 420 event, and I thought his tattoos were wacky and cool. And he told me he lived in Long Beach for a minute. Like he told me he lived in Long Beach, and I thought that was really cool that he was a biker in Long Beach. Like I was like, oh, okay, like you standing on business, because you gotta have hands to do anything alternative in Long Beach. You kind of better have hands.
Yeah.
So which we found out later he didn't. But whatever. So that happened. People started knowing my name. But when Vince retweeted me and Grace Park Legend happened, that's when evidence was like, okay, you can open up for me at the Novo. I performed at the Novo. Niggas seen that I could rock a big show. That's when niggas was like, oh, this nigga could perform too. So this is now when niggas are starting to realize he's really the nigga. Because when you could perform, you could rap real good, you could freestyle, you dress good, you're a good nigga. It's like all these pillars are starting to come together. Like, oh, he must have always been like this, because you don't just wake up and just become the nigga. Like you kind of got to build it, work on it, work on your left, you know, hit the gym, whatever. So long story short, by the time I got to this point, I'm getting to like after Northside and Grace Park Legend come out. I mean, before Grace, wait, did Wishing Out Loud come out? Oh yeah, Wishing Out Loud. I got some money from Pro Club to do an album. Big move right here. This a big one right here. This story everywhere, but if you know, you know. So Brian, fuck Brian from Pro Club, straight up. Fuck Pro Club, straight up.
Okay, fuck Pro Club. All right.
That's how I'm rocking with it. This me personally, Brian Looney, Huey Briss, not nobody else. You know, no disrespect to the culture or whoever's culture that may be affected by my words right now, but that's how I feel until he apologized to me personally, just me. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. Brian gave me $15,000 without even hearing the fucking album. He didn't even hear the album. He was so geeked up off the cloud of Latiato and that he did a Rumble song, Crickets, that niggas fucking, he just gave me some money. That's how quick you can finesse people, guys, if you're really listening. For the people that's listening, sometimes it's cool to use your clout, you know, and use your resources and pull out names, because people that are really, really like, oh my God, I think this could really make some money and da-da-da. And I Googled how much it would take for me to recoup the 15,000 from the streams. And can you just give me a cut of the distro kid and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then, like, you fucking culture vulture, you tried to buy yourself in and got finesse. You feel me? You fucked around and caught a shark when you reeled it in. Nigga, you didn't know what you was dealing with. So now he tried to double. He gave me some money for that. So I took that money, barely spent any money on mixing because I'm Huey Briss. Niggas would love to mix for me for free. I project my voice so perfectly. You're really not even mixing it. You're just kind of finding a harmony between the beat and my voice. Really not that hard. I'm actually making your job easier. And nigga, so I barely paid for the mixing. Tommy produced the videos. We put a little budget to the side. You could imagine how much we took out of the 15,000 to produce those. Probably nothing. You
right.
feel me? And you feel me? So we did all that on our own. We just moved it on our own and took his money and used that to produce Flowers Before the Grave. So that's why we got all those nice videos, and that's why it looks like my look is together. And I'm wearing my own merch, and I got my own pattern, and Briss Don't Miss bags, and sample this, and did it. It's like, oh, okay. He took a little bit of that and moved it with that. Sometimes you could take the money from the culture vultures and create real culture that they could really eat off of. You feel me? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Other people's money. It's a whole concept.
You know, shout out to Dom Kennedy and all them. So definitely don't be afraid if you're listening right now to take money from the culture vultures. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to take money from people and Robin Hood it and take it back with your people, because at the end of the day, these people are going to do this every season. They're going to find a new blood to suck out of, whether it's a dead person. They will suck the blood from a dead person, y'all, for years and give their family crumbs. Fuck these niggas, bro. Really, get the money, play the game, y'all. Put that smile on like y'all about to see me do for the next 2 years. Put that smile on, Huey. Y'all about to watch me do this shit. But moral of the story is, by the time I got here to the point I'm at where I'm about to drop my new album, H-U-E, it's called Hue. Straight up. It's called H-U-E-U. Boom. Produced by Mike and Keys. 5 wonderful songs that are getting mixed right now. All of the videos were shot in Paris. We shot one video at Pierre Paulin's house. Rest in peace, Pierre Paulin. Shout out to Benjamin. You know, thank you for your hospitality and letting us into your establishment. I really appreciate that. We shot a video there. We shot a video at the Racist Eiffel, and then we shot a video where we shoot the other. Oh yeah, then we shot the Lowriders at the with the and the You feel me? The first West Coast nigga ever to shoot a video. Lowride shut down the Eiffel, then use Lowriders as Ubers to take us to Silencio and get into the Kid Super after party before everybody. Excuse me, part the Red Sea. Let me in. Shout out to Doug, my guy. Let us in. Boom. Like it was nothing. Had fun. Shout out Fabio Foreign, Joey Badass, Lil TJ, all my niggas, man. These is real. Shout out the East Coast, period, my nigga. Them is my niggas. You know me? Shout out Bloody Osiris and Dior, my nigga. Both showed mad love when I stepped in the building. Nigga, these is real ones I'm talking about, my nigga.
For sure.
These is real ones, you know? So it's like, shout out the culture. Shout out hip hop, you know? Like Huey Briss, we shut it down in Paris and showed niggas how to really step.